What's up, family? What is going on? I'm your girl Kee Kee Soto, and welcome back to Urban Girl Gardening and Lifestyle. I am a Zone 5B gardener living in upstate New York, and as you can see, I garden in my urban backyard. We have successfully made it through the first week of summer, so this is my week 1 summer garden tour. We're going to check out the garden hood. A couple of weeks ago, I gave you guys a full tour of the green stalks. So what I'm gonna do is leave that video in the comments, but for now, I just give you guys some updates. So let's come on over. And as you can see, things have really grown quite a bit. When we had the tour, there weren't even any beans developing. And now, you can see we have beans popping up everywhere. There are 4 bean varieties in here. Look at that. And if you know me, then you already know I am loving the legumes, baby. I love me some beans and peas. In between, we have things like chicory. We have some lavender, both of these from seed. And this one has a lot of brassicas, the kale, the broccolis that aren't budding up yet. We got some more poppies here. We got an okra plant. We got some white bachelor buttons here. I really love the green stalk for all the different things that you can plant in here. But what I'm super excited about, and you guys will see me harvest very soon, is my purple sprouting broccoli. Isn't she pretty? She's so beautiful. I stand. Again, you can go to my page to check out the full green stalk tour, and as things develop more, I'll do another full tour. But now, let's step over here. This area here is supposed to be all fruit trees, but I never follow the rules, and listen, I don't even follow my own, so it's more than fruit trees. It's everything. It's full of volunteers, it's full of companion planting. This is one of my apple trees here that has not woken up. It has not come back. I don't know what's going on. I do know that over the winter, I don't know if you can see that here, the bark got chewed down really, really bad. So I don't know if that has something to do with it, but homie ain't been back since. But I have some companion plants here. This is a type of fennel. Fennel is great for feminine health, the female reproductive system. It's great for menopausal symptoms, period symptoms, stuff like that. This is the fennel herb. This is not the one that forms a bulb. And then again, volunteer tomatoes. I just left them there, guys. And these are green onions that I planted from the grocery store. And then some red Russian kale. And then the other apple tree is here. And it did wake up a little bit. It only gave these 2 branches here, but it's something. It is what it is. And I have some companion plants here. This squash plant was a volunteer, so I have no idea what kind of squash, zucchini, pumpkin, what that is. I have some purple sage here. And it looks like I have some kind of fungus going on here, so I will have to treat this probably with some neem oil or some baking soda or something, some kind of fungicide. And then here, I cut back the chamomile, because y'all know chamomile can get a little unruly. This is a tomato that I do not remember what it is, but I do know that it is a slicer variety. And then down here, I companion planted some carrots. This tag is wrong, y'all. That's not red Swiss chard, so that's not what it is. But we'll figure it out soon. You guys are going to see a common trend of what's supposed to be fruit trees not being fruit trees. So this was a miniature lemon tree. I don't know when it decided that it was going to die, but it did. I mean, it had leaves all winter long. And then all of a sudden spring came and it was like, all right, that's it. I don't know, y'all. In the meantime, I have my sugar babies in here. I got some green onions. Guys, I even have some corn planted in here. Some beans. Like, I'm the queen of interplanting and using as much of your space as possible, y'all. And the sunflower here was a volunteer. All of these tomatoes are Volunteers. I kept 4 of them. What was originally in this pot was this little piece of raspberry cane that I got from a neighbor who I walked past their house and they cut their bush completely down, so I can't even go get like any more. I don't know what happened, but it's gone. Here is my last round of corn that I planted I think 2 weeks ago. This is the Bantam corn, and I don't remember what kind of beans these are, but I do know that they're a bush variety, and I'm gonna eat them because I love my beans. Here I have a another Valencia sunflower, but this, not this, y'all, that's an onion that broke. This right here, this is my shampoo ginger lily. There's one growth point here, and I believe there's another one in here somewhere. Oh, yep, there it is. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. So it has begun. It has begun. Here I have some okra and a green onion. This is my elderberry that Plants a Garden TV sent me, and I have some garlic here. This is my cherry tree, and as you can see, she's slightly awake. These are some of the grapefruits that I started from seed a while back. If you guys are interested in that video, you can go find my video on growing citrus from seed. This is another shampoo ginger lily, and as you see, we got another growth point there. I don't know if there's any more, but oh, there is. Oh, snap. Oh, there's another one there. Almost broke you, baby. I'm sorry. We have more grapefruit here that I'm going to be putting in this pot, and then these are lemons, and I'm going to put those in that pot. This is where my blackberries were. Now, this part of the blackberry tree, or bush rather, is dead, but what this plant did was it sent the canes from here into the ground. So over there, I don't know if I can zoom in that well. There you can see right there. Right there. Those are the blackberries that came from this pot and this pot. So I left them. I didn't dig them up. But I do have this Valencia tomato, more onions. I have a Valencia squash here and some tomatoes, y'all. I'm just letting everything just do its thing. And then tomato here, but I feel like I could use more, do more in this space, so I'm going to. Now, let's go into the garden. When you first walk in, I have my black bachelor buttons. This is chamomile that I recently cut back. More black bachelor buttons, and then as you can see, I dropped some carrot seeds around the bottom, again, making the most of your garden space. These are my cranberry hibiscus cuttings, and they are growing back so beautifully. They've gotten very big since the last time you guys have seen them. Here I have some okra that has seen a little bit of better days, but it's going to be okay. I have zinnias here with the okra. Zinnia, more okra. This one's doing really good. Mango, moringa. Now this is not the moringa that I started in that video. That moringa did not transplant well. So all I did was drop some more seeds in this pot right before rain, and boom, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 moringa seeds. They all popped up, all 4 that I put in there. This is ginger. Hasn't popped up yet. We'll see what happens. Pineapple sage, one of them. Comfrey. Here's an avocado. Here's another avocado. Every time I come out here, that seed is out more and more. I think something tried to eat this one. Yep, it's missing the other half. Disrespectful. Disrespectful. And here is another one. And then we have a closer look at those blackberries. And as you can see, the blackberries are moving. They've already, look at this, come through the fence. Over here harassing other pineapple sage. This is more than just weeds. This has some turmeric in here. So this is the first row, the first entrance we just went through. Then we're going to turn around here, and this is the Pollinator Garden that you guys saw me plant. And I have had so many poppy blooms here, and you know, when they start to look crazy, I just pinch them back. This one is pretty. Starting to die off a little bit though. I had some white poppies back here. You can see the Shirley double poppy. She's so cute and so pretty. Everything has buds, so we'll be getting a show soon. Over here in this bed, look how pretty. Look how pretty she is. That is my bubblegum bee balm. She's beautiful. I got some lettuce here. Let's see. And then these are leeks. They were so tiny. They're doing really good now. They were so tiny when I transplanted them. Leeks take a really long time to grow, guys. Here I have the Hamburg Parsley. It's the parsley that grows roots. Sorry about the lighting, guys. It keeps adjusting itself. What the heck is this? Lord. But yeah, this is the parsley that grows roots. And the roots and the tops are edible, but they're not ready yet. And I have a few of them in here. These are my beans. Look at that. I need to be harvesting these. Now, next to the beans, I have my white bachelor buttons, and these are about to bloom. I will be collecting seeds. This was the blue collards that grew back. Let's see, here I have a ground cherry. This is the only one, the only seedling that survived, and we got a little bloom on there, a little flower. And this is a Valencia sunflower. I got some thyme here that went to seed. Started to dry up, but it'll bounce right back. I'm going to cut it back and it's going to grow right back. Here I have some corn. Now, 2 varieties of corn here. This, you guys planted with me a while back. This is the double red sweet corn. All of these did not come up. Like, something was literally eating the corn. So what I did when I noticed that a bunch of them didn't come up, I went back and I planted some more sweet corn. This is the sweet butter sugar corn. They're both sweet, so I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about cross-pollination or anything. We got more beans here and some Valencia dill. I did have dill in this spot last season. Here in this 4-part grow bag, I have all these Valencias. You guys see all those stems? These are all Valencias. I'm keeping them there as backups. Something happens to a few tomato plants, I can stick these in. They'll be all right. These other 3 tomato plants here, these are the orange currant cherry tomatoes. Look at all those flowers. Y'all already know what's on and popping. On and popping. So here last season, you guys know I had my marigold border. So here I have more marigolds. It's going to look really pretty all filled out. Here I have some dino kale. And then here I have some kametsuna, which is the, and some here too, the Japanese mustard green. It went to seed. So these seed pods here, these are edible, but I always run out of kametsuna, and then it's gotten popular, so it's hard to get seeds. And when you do find them, they're expensive and they give you a very little bit. So I am collecting my own from both of these plants, and I won't have to worry about it again. I think this might be the Mandarin cross tomato. We'll see. This is a Swiss chard. That was supposed to be an okra. I don't know what's going on with it. It is what it is. Let's see. We have some lemon balm here. And then we have, I think this is the Acorn Squash. Over here, there are 8 tomato varieties, and all of them are Romas, except these 2. These 2 are pink ox hearts. But that's aroma, that's aroma. That's aroma, that's aroma, that's aroma, and that's aroma. Now, 2 of these plants are striped Romas. But like I said, they're all Romas, so I got that much right. these are all, you see that? These are all dragon's tongue bush beans. And I need to do some harvesting. You can see there. You can see in there, there's some more. I'll do that tomorrow. Here, it may look like all weeds, and it mostly is. But if you look closely, you will recognize an asparagus fern. I have purple asparagus planted all through here, but the weeds are just out of control. You see one here. This is the second year for these asparagus, so I'm not really bothering with them. Look at this. Just letting them fern out. Letting them do their thing. Over here with the weeds. I'll get it together eventually. Over here, I planted that strawberry popcorn. These are the only ones that popped up. And I misplaced my seed, so this is it. This is it. So I really have to do some hand pollinating with the popcorn because this is all we have here. But that's okay. I have other popcorn growing, but as far as the strawberry popcorn, this is going to be it for that. Again, my marigold border. Here is the red clover that I'm growing, and then these are Valencia tomatoes in here. It is what it is. That is a banana melon. These didn't do well. I want to say that these are, I know they're a miniature melon variety. They didn't do good when the temps dropped a few days ago. This yellowing started. It is what it is. I think this is a bean variety. This is a lemon cucumber. This is the asparagus bean. And then of course we have the red scarlet beans. These have been out here for a while and they're already doing their thing. Here is my rice, guys. Look at this. It's my rice. And the Valencia zucchini, I decided to just leave it. Yeah, or maybe I'll pull it. I don't know. But look, I'm growing rice, y'all. Here, guys, this is the first bed that we planted from the winter sown, and it is a mess. All the red mustard has gone to seed, and I'm going to collect them because that's something that I run out of very often. So I'm going to collect that. And then I have all this red Russian kale in here. I have my purple Brussels. I harvested this lettuce again, but I think I'm just going to pull the rest of these roots out. And some of you may remember, oh, this is from a kale harvest. Those there, they'll grow back. I had a bunch of chamomile. I cut it back. It was blocking out the sun. Oh, look at all these weeds. This bed is bad, but it's so good, but it's so bad. So I have to clean this up. Feathered frills kale. Look at that, guys. This is the kale that I used in that video, the short the other day. Red Russian kale. These sunflowers. This volunteered here and I just left it. It volunteered. It didn't grow very much, but it's going to be cute when they bud up like this. It's going to be cute, all tiny. These are the purple Magnolia peas, and as you can see, you get green and purple. And these are champions. Like, they don't care about no heat. Look at this. Still producing. And the blooms are absolutely beautiful. Oh, these are broccoli plants. Ever since I cleared away some of that chamomile, they've like shot up in just a couple of days. So next I need to get in there and get some weeds. I got some Valencia dill in here. This right here, this is my pink celery from seed. She's big, she's beautiful. I haven't harvested from her yet, but look how gorgeous she is. And then back here, I have some cucumbers that I'm pushing behind the fence so that it can grow up and then come back down and around. There's about 6 cucumber plants back here. Let's move on. So here you guys may remember the crib trellis. That's the Valencia squash. I dug it up and just stuck it right in the ground here. And so are these. So we shall see what they are and what they do. Here is the bed that melts my heart. I love this bed. Every season, I love this bed. It's something about like the beautiful mess that it is that I really, really love. So here's the borage. All this borage is Valencia, by the way. We're gonna come over here where I have all these carrots. They're doing great. I have 3 different variety of carrots, and I have a feeling like, oh, look at that. That's a black Nebula. I have a feel, oh yes, that I will be harvesting very soon. Ooh, she's thick. She is thick. I think we need to grab her. Let's see. Woo! We look at her. Look at that black Nebula carrot. Oh my goodness. Let me just lay her on the ground so you guys can see how beautiful she is. Look at that. That's a beautiful carrot. Look how thick. Look at that. Very nice. Very, very nice. So there are lots of carrots in here, and I'll get the rest later on. She probably could have stayed a little while longer, but she is beautiful. Black Nebula. That color is gorgeous. And then in here, also have some beets. I haven't really been paying attention to them, but let's see. Oh yeah, we got some things going on there. Yeah, I've been very neglectful of this bed, but it's so beautiful. I feel like it's doing its own thing, you know? Like, ooh, ooh, you are swole. Oh my. Yeah, that's a nice golden beet right there. So I'll be harvesting beets and carrots soon, it looks like. Okay. This is the infamous garlic bed. This is where the 182 cloves of garlic that I planted in the fall all had to be pulled. And as you can see, I wasted no time planting it up. Here we have the glass gem corn and the beans. You guys planted this with me, these beans in between here. The corn and beans are doing great. Here I have some okra. Here I have some thyme. Yeah, I'm using the carrot to point everything out now. Here I have some tomato plants, and these are, let's see, black brandywine. So I have 2 black brandywine plants that are staked, but I need to tie them to the stakes. As you can see, they do have flowers on them. Come on, carrot, we got work to do. This is one of my zucchini plants that I transplanted from here. So this one is definitely a yellow squash. This one, ooh, I think this is the 8-ball squash. Definitely looks like it. So that means, because when I planted the squash, I put 2 seeds in each of these, and they both germinated. So when they got big, I transplanted 1 to each bed. So that means this one is the 8-ball squash. And that, oh yeah, you can see here, that's definitely a straight neck squash. There, that is some cosmos. That's another cosmos. And then here I have more tomatoes. These are watermelon beefsteaks. Here we got some melons doing very well. These did good during that cold spell, but I think that's because these were not only direct sowed, but they were a lot bigger than the other ones when we got hit with all that cold. Oh shoot, look, there's another one. Okay, all right. These are melons as well. Not sure which variety though. And that says Dixie Queen, but that's not looking too well. We'll see what happens. These are tamarillos. These seeds were sent to me by Dulce, or from Dulce, from Candy's Garden. I have never seen or heard of a tamarillo before, but they sprouted and I put them here, and I have a lot of weeding to do, as you guys can see. It'll get done. Valencia sunflowers, I left them here. See if we can make it through the jungle. This is where I had my dragon's tails radishes. They are done. You see I got some pods there I'll be collecting seeds from. If we come in here into the jungle, you can see I have some rattlesnake beans climbing. But in here with the beans, I have some cucumbers. And these are the Muncher Cucumbers. So they're growing in here with the beans, and they're both gonna climb up nicely and give me some food. Come on, carrot, let's go. This sunflower here. So one day Jeremy was out here in the garden with me and we saw a white butterfly. Y'all already know that means cabbage worms eating up your food. So this sunflower here, poor baby, got smacked. The head of it got smacked right off because Jeremy hates those white butterflies and he knocked it out. So this one, although we're not going to get one main head, it already divided itself to give us several heads here. It is what it is. We're still going to have our beautiful sunflowers. Now over here in this bed, this is the pepper bed. As you can see, pepper plants are here. And then here I have, I don't know if they're doing anything yet. These are parsnips in here growing. I don't know if they're growing any roots yet. I don't think so. They're not that big, but these are parsnips growing in next to the peppers. And then I have beans growing in here too. Look at that. I will harvest these in the morning. It's too late to harvest now. We want to harvest in the morning when our beans are full of water and they'll last longer. But as you can see, we got lots of beans, and there are bean plants all through here. Ooh, look at that one. That one is big. So all through here, I'll be harvesting beans in the morning. I'll probably make a short or something like that. Let's see. Another plant. Look at, oh yeah, look at all of that. And then in here, we got some carrots. And then more beans. Guys, I stuff my garden. I really do. But whoo, child, do y'all see that? Look how big. These are purple top turnips. 2 weeks ago, I harvested tops and we ate them for dinner. But looky, y'all. Look at that. That's a good turnip. That is real good. I'm gonna, oh yeah, I'll harvest you in the morning. The good thing about the turnips is you can eat the greens and the bottom. So while you're waiting for these beautiful turnip bulbs, you go ahead and eat the tops. More peppers. I had cut back the onions and they came right back. They grew right back. I'll cut them back again. This plant here was supposed to be a bell pepper. So this is the sweet pepper side. That's the hot pepper side over there. And look, it's a cayenne. It could be me. It could totally be me. But the cayenne peppers have arrived. More bean plants here. You got beans on you? Oh, you're oh yeah. Oh, come on, carrot. Let's go. So back over here, I showed you guys, we got the 8-ball squash, we have zucchini, I have nasturtiums planted in with these, and then here you see more nasturtiums and a zinnia, and here are the green Lao eggplants, and in here are the Japanese long eggplants, and here are those potatoes that I did not want to grow. I'll insert the picture if I can find them, but there they are, just a growing. And then over here I got some peas back here growing with, you see they got flowers on them, with some okra and some more okra here and a zinnia. Ooh, who was mad at you, baby? You be alright. And then here I have some nasturtiums that I need to harvest from. So pretty, look at that. These are the Alaskan nasturtiums, super pretty. All this mint, y'all. All this mint. I got something coming for y'all with the mint though. Stay tuned. Now these are beans. You must have came out of here. This is the early sun glow corn. And last time you guys saw this, I was telling you guys about planting the corn and the beans together. And look, now the beans are starting to climb up and wrap around the corn. They're happy. The strawberries have tuckered out. These were June bearing strawberries, so we are done here. See, I got some Valencia dill, some purple basil, some Valencia sunflowers. So I'll come out here and I'll show you guys the flower bed that we built. I did this on a live. You guys saw that maybe a month or so ago. These are the blueberry bushes that I got from Whole Foods. Put them in the blue pot. We got lilies. We got some beautiful yarrow. I got a plan for this yarrow. We got sunflowers. That's a tomato plant that I stuck back there. We got some more sunflowers. This is a white bachelor button. Let's see. I believe you are a cosmos, sunflower. We got the hyssop in here. This needs to be cut back. This is a chamomile. Let's see. And I'm not sure what this is gonna be, but if anyone knows, this is from a wildflower mix. And I'm so excited to see what that blooms into. It's so pretty. We got more sunflowers back there behind it. We got another lily. And look at the lupine. Yes. Sunflower. Now remember that lavender I told you guys wasn't growing? I moved it over here and maybe it just needed more sun because it grew a little bit since I moved it. This is some yarrow from that wildflower mix. Sunflower, bachelor button right there. Lily, which looks like it will be opening soon. This is some Valencia Amaranth. This is one of the containers that it was growing in last year, and these just came back, so I left them. This is yarrow. Where are you? Yarrow, sunflower. There's another one getting ready to open up. The flower I just showed you guys, I don't know what it is, but look, it has other buds there. If anybody knows, please just drop it down in the comment section. Cosmos, sunflower, bachelor button. This sunflower said don't play with me. Not sure what these are. Yarrow in the baby stage, yarrow in the big kid stage. Chamomile that I cut back, more sunflowers, and blueberries. And this one has a couple blueberries on it. So here we go to the front garden area. It's starting to get dark, but it doesn't look that dark on the camera. But I just want to show you guys real quick. They are growing wonderfully. And the Tigerella tomatoes, look at that. You can already see the stripes coming through. It's a beautiful thing, y'all. It's a beautiful thing. And then I believe there are more tomatoes that have buds on them. You guys can see over here. No broccoli heads yet over here. Let's see. Yes, here we go. The champagne bubbles. Y'all know I love the champagne bubbles now. But these guys, all the tomatoes are doing super good. Super, super good. I'm very happy about it. Then we have our grapes here. They're doing wonderfully. And then if you look up here, our pears are producing this year. Last year they took a break. The year before they were loaded like this. Last year they took a break. So it's very nice to have these guys back. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and taking a tour of the garden hood. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video if you found it informative or if you found it inspirational or if you just plain old like what you saw. Learn with me, grow with me. I love y'all for real. Bye.